Hey guys, my name is Peyton with Marlowe Landscape Services. In this video, I'm just going to talk about some of the differences in operating a truck and trailer versus a box truck for your lawn maintenance business. So starting off with this F-250 here. This is a 2011 F-250 extended cab short bed. It's four-wheel drive. This is the perfect configuration for lawn maintenance and nothing will change my mind. Let me walk you through it. So starting up front, gas motor. This is a 6.2 liter V8. It has plenty of power, okay? Diesel trucks have their place in this industry. I don't think lawn maintenance is one of them, okay? This truck was also way cheaper to buy with it being a gas motor. Moving back a little bit, this truck's four-wheel drive. Now, around here in Georgia, we don't get a ton of weather events outside of rain, but when it does rain, it gets muddy around here. And if you're pulling in and out of the mulch yards, if you're going to the dump a lot, four-wheel drive is a necessity around there. And it's way better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Moving back a little bit, this is an extended cab truck. It's not a four-door, it's an extended cab. I typically run 2 to 3 guys in this truck, but I can run 6. And that is huge because with it being an extended cab versus a four-door truck, it's about 18 inches shorter, which comes right out of the wheelbase. That makes it so that I can turn around in the cul-de-sac very easily. The same thing is true about this short bed right here. It makes this truck shorter and it makes it to where it is way easier to drive around in neighborhoods, which is where we're gonna be, versus a four-door long bed truck. For maintenance trucks, guys, you don't need 4 doors. Unless you're running 4 guys every day of the week, get you an extended cab truck. It's gonna be worth it in the long run because it's way easier to drive and they're cheaper. Same thing with a short box, guys. You can put whatever you want in this bed, okay? I've got a toolbox in here. We pile stuff up in this bed all the time, and it is no problem. So my recommendation on the truck, gas motor, four-wheel drive, extended cab, short bed, $250, okay? Not an F-150 because of this reason right here. This truck has bigger brakes, has a stronger motor, and will just generally last longer because it has better parts designed to pull heavy trailers. An F-150, sure, y'all, it'll pull a trailer. It'll pull a trailer fine for a couple of years. It'll be just fine. However, this truck is gonna last longer than an F-150 will, guaranteed. So moving back a little bit, we run this 14-foot box trailer, and we put 3 mowers in here. I have a 48, I have a 36, and I have a Honda push mower, along with all of my hedge trimmers and weed whackers and blowers. They all fit in there. It's a little tight, but it's nothing I can't live with. Everything I need is in the truck, but there's not a lot of room for anything else. So for example, I can't really have a reel mower, can't really have a street blower in there, but it has everything I need to do the jobs that I want to do with this truck. Another benefit of running a truck and trailer is I can take this trailer off. I can attach to a dump trailer, I can hook up to just a normal equipment trailer, I can pull whatever I need to pull. I can take the trailers off and just send guys around in the truck. And that's a huge benefit because if you have a tire go out on the trailer, you can just take the trailer off. If you have the truck go down, you can replace the truck and you still have all your equipment ready to roll. And that pretty much covers all I want to say about the truck right now. So moving over to the box truck, this is an 05 Isuzu NPR and this is the gas model. So if you're talking about box trucks, there's a couple different things you're looking at. You can either go enclosed or you can go open, and there's a ton of different lengths available. This truck has an 18-foot box and it's a single cab model. Now they make quad cabs where you can put 6 people in these, but this truck you can only put 3. So that's one limitation, that's one difference versus the F-250. Now they do offer these in the diesel variant. And the diesel motor is very popular, but in my case, I would prefer to work on the gas stuff because let's be real, all equipment breaks, right? So just buy what you want to fix is what I say. So I'd rather work on the Chevrolet motor, the Chevrolet transmission than the Japanese diesel motor and all that. But when you're talking about this truck, it has an 18-foot box and you can put whatever you want in there. You can put way more equipment in a box truck than you can a truck and trailer. It's just how it is. Now I have a 36, a 48, a 21 push mower, a street blower, a reel mower, And there's a bench in the front of this thing for all the tools, and there's still room in there. So you can put definitely a lot more equipment in here. You could put a mini skid in here and it will be just fine. But there's some other drawbacks to this truck as well. So when you buy one of these, like I said, you're gonna have to work on it. When you have to fix this thing, you'll probably have to buy some special tools. I had to buy bigger jacks, bigger sockets, bigger wrenches to work on this thing, because everything about this truck is just bigger, it's heavier duty, because this truck kind of does a different job than the pickup does. My opinion, if you're doing both maintenance and installation, I'd recommend getting a pickup every day of the week. And again, gas motor, four-wheel drive, extended cab, short bed, $250. Because you can unhook this landscape trailer and you can hook up to your dump trailer and you can go install mulch, do your cleanups, whatever you got going on. Now theoretically, if you grow your business, you can buy a box truck for maintenance and keep your pickup for installs. But at the same time, whenever you buy a box truck, you gotta just plan on buying more tools and having to work on it. At the same time, if you pay someone to work on your stuff, it's way more expensive to have people work on your box truck than it would be to work on your pickup. So you really gotta consider total cost of ownership for both vehicles, because they're both gonna need oil changes, they're both gonna need tires, they're both gonna need ball joints, just standard stuff like that. And I will say, if you're not doing it yourself, it's way more expensive to work on a box truck than it is a pickup. So there's a ton of nuance to both of these things, and I'm sure I've missed some stuff here and there. But if you're just starting out, go with a pickup. Even if you're growing, I'd go with a pickup. The only reason I'd go with a box truck is if you are strictly maintenance and you need to haul around a lot more equipment to do your jobs, because you can definitely get more equipment in this truck versus the pickup. So a quick pros and cons list for both. So the pros on this F-250, typically gonna be cheaper to maintain and to buy. You can get more people in this truck. You can get more cargo in the bed of this truck. You can disconnect from this trailer and hook to whatever trailer you want. You can just drive this truck around with no trailer, no equipment. It's easy. Cons to this truck are it's a lot longer than the box truck is. There are more tires obviously involved in this whole setup, and you can't fit as much equipment in this truck as you can that truck. Pros and cons on the box truck are you can get more equipment. That's a good thing. You can haul more equipment. It's shorter. It is easier to fit into some places, and it's a heavy duty truck. But the cons are you can only carry 3 people, and it'll be more expensive to maintain if you can't work on it yourself. But y'all let me know if I missed anything, and y'all ask any questions, feel free. I'll be in the comments watching and responding to y'all's comments. So if you like this video and you want to see more videos like it, go check out my channel. I've got another video on there on the install side of things about what trucks you should run, what trailers you should run. But that about wraps it up for this video. We appreciate it. We'll see y'all later.